What it's like working as a bus driver. You wake up at 3:45 a.m. The world is still asleep. You're not. You haven't slept a full night since you picked this run. You put on the uniform, the polo with the badge, the pants with the stripe, the boots that have stood on a rubber pedal for 5,000 days. You arrive at the garage at 4:30. You sign in. You grab the keys to the coach they assigned you today. It's not your favorite coach. The wheelchair lift on this one is temperamental. At 4:40, you do your pre-trip. Tires, lights, mirrors, fluids. You sit in the seat and adjust it to your spine, which has memorized this exact position. You'll be in this seat for 9 hours. At 5:15, you deadhead to your first time point. The streets are empty. The radio talks to itself. You sip coffee from the lid because the road is bumpy and you've learned that lesson. At 5:30, you pick up your first passenger. Same bag, same coat, same nod he's had every morning for 6 months. Neither of you have ever said a word. You like it that way. At 7:15, the bus is full. 12 people are standing. A man asks if this is the 24. You say, "No, this is the 7. He sits down anyway. He'll figure it out in 11 blocks. At 7:40, someone runs for the bus 3 blocks away waving. You're already 2 minutes behind. You wait. Dispatch will hear about it. You don't care. At 8:30, a woman boards with a stroller, a toddler, 2 grocery bags, and the look of someone who has not slept since the second trimester. She forgets to tap her card. You wave her through. You will not be mentioning this to anyone. At 9:45, the stop request bell breaks. You pop on the PA. Folks, bell's out. Just shout out your stop. For the rest of the run, you're listening for voices over the engine. Half of them you hear, half of them you don't. You pull over at every designated stop on the line just in case. At 10:30, you pull into your layover. 8 minutes. You eat a sandwich standing next to the bus. You walk 12 feet in one direction and 12 feet back because your back filed a formal complaint 2 hours ago. By midday, a guy boards and won't pay. He's $1.40 short. You say, "Don't worry about it." He gets mad anyway. He stands at the fare box yelling about something else. You look straight ahead. You do not engage. At 1:30, the bus in front of you breaks down. You're now the next bus. Suddenly, you have 80 people on a bus made for 50. At 2 o'clock, you pull back into the garage. You do your post-trip. You write up the driver's side defroster. You write up the glitchy destination sign. You write up the AC vent over seat 14. None of them will be fixed by tomorrow. You will get the same bus. At 2:30, you sign out. Your shift is done. You just made $232. You drive home. You collapse on the couch for what's supposed to be 20 minutes. You wake up at 5 o'clock disoriented. You eat an early dinner because your body says it's time. You're in bed by 8:30.